Welcome to Maui.
3, 2, 1. Aloha from Hawaii.
Nice, huh?
We are Maui.
Welcome home to Maui, girls. Aloha from Hawaii. Welcome back, you beautiful people. Today, we're going to Maui, baby.
Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break.
If you missed the last episode, we've been staying at the Haleakala, a military resort right on Waikiki, with my mom, who's been staying out here. Now, we're a military family. We're stationed over in Hawaii for a few years, and sometimes we just like to have a stay vacation, and then one of the best, most favorite places for my family is going to be the Haleakala, and we've rocked it. You can check out that episode right there. But in today's episode, we flew over to Maui. Now, we started off by getting up bright and early because, you know, even though it's a short flight, you might as well just get there early in the day and rock it. That was a little crazy this morning. We're just gonna check out. We're gonna be there. Okay.
Give me a great high five that. Yeah.
I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one stopping me.
Hawaii has a beautiful airport. I should say Honolulu has a beautiful airport. Daniel, okay.
I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out.
So travel days are always an adventure. For instance, you never know what you're gonna find or experience, even in the bathrooms. Check that out. Can I wash your hands?
Need a demonstrate for you.
Please proceed straight up to the front window doors, gate E3. Morning.
Beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
Yeah, you ready to fly, huh?
Yes.
Yay!
Okay.
I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. Nothing can break me. Try not to hold me.
The shortest flight ever. 18 minutes. We went up and we went down. There was no unbuckling your seats. There's no picking out a beverage or a snack. They pretty much just threw water at everyone if they wanted it and then came right back and said, throw it in the trash. Hope you downed it, because we didn't even make 10,000 feet. We were just whoop whoop and we're there. I couldn't film this part because my hands were I was carrying everything, right? We're carrying all of our camping gear, going over the check-in for the rental car. Now, I rented through Hawaiian Discount Rentals or Discount Hawaiian Rentals. I'll put it right here. I don't know if I'll do that again. I'm not a big fan of rental car companies. I'm probably gonna try Turo next time. If you guys have tried Turo, let me know in the comments if that is a worthwhile thing, because I hate car rental companies. Hooray, we're on Maui. I feel like we can finally relax. I hate car rental agencies, so I did not video that at all. It was bad. We don't do this often enough to know what we're doing, I guess. And we proved ourselves to be, or I proved myself to be an idiot. But at the same time, they didn't give us much information, so Yep, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Welcome to Maui, people. We made it. Ah. All right, we made it. Too early to check in the place we wanted, so we're off on an adventure. Now, to me, what makes Maui really stand apart, especially from Oahu or Kauai, is it actually has technically an active volcano, Haleakala. Now, Haleakala is this huge 10,000 peak mountain that's starting at sea level, right? This is a massive mountain. Put that in perspective, right? We used to live in Colorado. Pikes Peak, yeah, it's 14,000, but you're pretty much starting the climb at 6,000 or 7,000. So there's only so much. You're starting at sea level and going up 10,000 feet, which is insane. Haleakala is the heart of Maui, a place of pilgrimage. This volcano is probably dormant. I don't think it's actually still alive, but I guess they say it erupted about 500 years or so ago that they think, maybe 400. So many people go up there for sunrise or sunset, but to us, it was the perfect way to start our trip on Maui by heading to the summit.
Next up, BB&J's. Are we going to live here, Mom?
No, we're just having a picnic in the parking lot, okay? In the parking lot. Always come prepared, people. Always come prepared.
We were hungry.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to Maui. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
The camera does not do this justice. 10,000 feet from sea level. It's the altitude, but we live at sea level. That looks like an insect. Like a caterpillar. That's a whole nother mountain out there, Alex. That is the big island of Hawaii. A whole nother island. Isn't that cool? You can see it from here. You guys see it? That is the big island of Hawaii. So by this point, we really needed something more than peanut butter and jelly. Now, Leoda's is this pretty famous food stop on Maui, known for their pies and their freshly baked bread sandwiches. You see it all the time on like food vlogs and everything, so we had to check this out. Plus, it was right across the street from where we planned on staying, and God, it was perfect. Now this thing, because of its popularity, had a line out the door. You know it's gonna be good. It was worth waiting for. And by God, it was. Good, Haley? It is lemonade. What do you think? It's homemade lemonade. All right, Haley, cheers.
The Reuben, look at that. Nice, huh?
Yeah. Alex, all right.
The cheese is melting, the sauce is fantastic, and the corned beef is really tender. So, sourdough bread, I can't ask for more.
Homemade sourdough bread. Go. My mom would later say that her Reuben was the best Reuben she has ever had anywhere. Now it's time to check in at where we were staying, which is, we are going camping, FYI. This is a camping trip to Maui.
I love camping.
But we're doing it, we're glamping. So we're going to Camp Olowalo, which is, right there. It's just south of Lahaina, and really dry part of Maui, so it's hot. But because of that, it also doesn't rain very much, which is nice when you're camping.
We made it! We have made it to our Tentalow at Camp Olowalo on Maui.
First saw this from Tim and Finn on their YouTube channel, and I love watching their YouTube channel. It just looks so beautiful. Let me tell you, it is just as beautiful as it looks on camera. It was stunning. You are in this Tentalow that is just perfectly laid out. We ended up getting cots for the girls, so we ended up having 4 beds in there, but the beds were really comfortable. They come with sheets. You had your, bathroom kind of set up. You had like a shower system where you literally are taking a shower underneath the stars. We also had a fruit tree right above us. Welcome home to Maui, girls. And there's the sheets. There's our bathroom.
This is gonna be mine. Wait, there's a fire extinguisher.
And there's the shower.
Mom, there's a
Don't
fire
open that, buddy.
extinguisher.
And our shower, check that out. This is very nice.
This is the best.
It's so cool. What a campground this is, huh?
We have a lock, yay.
Why do we have a lock?
We have a little chest that we can put some of our gear in.
Open.
We have our blankets. There's room underneath the beds for our luggage. We've got a cooler. Excellent. Maui is not cheap. In fact, I think it's a lot more expensive than even Oahu. And John and I are not made out of money. So camping in a Tentalow for a fraction of the price was very appealing to us. Plus the girls love camping. And if you've seen any of our original videos from our channel, we RV'd across the country one year, and then the girls and I did a van trip across the western United States for another year. So we are pretty experienced with camping, but let me tell you, this was probably one of the most beautiful campgrounds I have ever seen. The gardens, the grass, and you were literally like a 30-second walk to the beach is right there. Bathroom, pretty sweet. Look, they even have a hose. These are important things to be able to wash things off. Oh yes. Hey, this is important detail.
That's nature. There was lizards.
Woo. Okay. So Maui is definitely hotter than Oahu. Like a lot hotter than Oahu. Wow. The campground has Wi-Fi, and that's a really good thing because I had 0 signal, and then my life is YouTube and online. So, fortunately, I had a little bit of signal to be able to reply to comments and everything, but we'll talk about this later. I had to track down good cell service to be able to upload some videos. It was a little crazy at times. Now, an important note, even though we're in the Tentalows and this is glamping, there's no actual power, at least power that you can use. So there's solar power for the lights and the propane heater for the shower, and that's it. So charging equipment and laptops and all that other stuff, you're not gonna do it in your Tentalow. They do have this charging strip, but keep in mind that there's no shade over that. You are gonna be in full sun later in the day, so it's not something that I would normally just sit and edit video right there. Made it definitely challenging at times, but it did run my coffee pot. So they have this sign at check-in that says coffee, right? You could come there for coffee. I'm like, oh, when I was originally thinking about it, I would be like, oh, I could just walk down there and get coffee if my coffee pot thing fails. I'm so happy I brought the coffee pot because let me tell you, if you don't know anything about Hawaii, this thing called island time. Coffee is more like late morning. So if you actually read the fine print, the sign below the big coffee sign at check-in, it said they'll make 1 pot of coffee at like 7:45 in the morning, and when that's gone, that's it. 7:45 in the morning. If you're coming from the mainland, you're gonna be woken up at 4 in the morning from just, you know, your time of day, and the fact that there's chickens crowing like crazy, roosters going off like crazy. Like, you're gonna be there for 4 hours before your first cup of coffee. Now, you could go off and try to find a place for a cup of coffee. There was a Starbucks with a drive-thru. I don't know what time they open, but you're gonna drive for it, okay? This is not gonna be like just down the street. You might as well just get up, pack for your adventure, and get coffee on the way. It's gonna be like that. Or, I always travel with my Mr. Coffee pot or my jet boil that's like 15 years old. Those two things usually always go with me. On this trip, I knew that there was gonna be a power strip that I could potentially use, and I couldn't guarantee that I was gonna get the propane for my jet boil here on Maui because you can't fly with it. So I rocked that Mr. Coffee pot, and I could tell there were definitely a few of my neighbors that were a little jealous that they did not bring something, because I know that they were hurting. I should have brought my bigger coffee pot so I could share. This place was beautiful, and we were gonna be here for 5 nights, people. 5 epic nights of stargazing, adventures, and, you know, snorkeling, and just overall discovery. I'm so excited about what this week is gonna bring. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It was a little bit more about, you know, just getting to Maui, but this is just day 1 of an epic adventure that would come. Mahalo for watching. We'll catch you later.
Mahalo for watching. Mahalo for watching. Bye-bye.